Yeah, so I play Emmett Fotrest in Legally Blonde, and I'm actually hoping to become associate to Mr. Callahan, who's the head lawyer of the company. And I'm 3 or 4 years older than Elle, the lead character in the show, and they meet and become friends, and the whole show is based on her story really, but I'm the guy that comes in and shows her there's more to life than just having fun and chasing after some nasty guy that's just going to cheat on her and not be very good. Yeah, it was interesting that my wife Denise done the show as well, and she finished around April, and my last production was a show called Wicked, and I had about 2 or 3 months with my daughter time off to be at home, and but she said the company were great, nice people, fun show to be involved with, and I was like, I'd like a piece of that, please. Yeah, it'd be nice to get involved. Yeah, so auditioned for the part, and really proud to be involved. Yeah. Well, the rehearsal process was quite quick actually. I mean, it's always funny coming into a company because I had 2.5 weeks where you usually have 4 or 5 weeks when you start as a full cast. So and those pre-nerves of coming in to a new company as well are always interesting. But I had a kind of tech run and a dress run as well prior to the first performance, and just got on with it really. I come from a very working class background, and I couldn't afford to go to RADA or any top London school because the fees were just astronomical. I mean, it's like £10,000 a year. So and my first job was on a cruise ferry, so like earning peanuts each week, performing to very drunk people. So but I get advice. I think it's just you've got to love what you do first and foremost, and it's pointless doing anything if you're not passionate about what you do. And it's may sound like quite a simple comment, but yeah, be passionate about your work, do your prep, make sure you're always prepared for any auditions or any show you're going into. I always try and give at least a month prior to any show to prepare for a role, just because it's there's a lot to take in. You start rehearsals and then you've got the director giving you notes, and so to have that few weeks to yourself prior to that first rehearsal is really important. And don't take it too seriously as well. I mean, obviously it's important to be professional because you're being paid to do a job, but because what we do is meant to be entertaining and making people happy, if you're going out there all earnest and intense, then that comes across to the audience, I think. When the audience heads for the bar and the ice cream seller, how do you spend your time during the interval? I'm either next door with Simon, who plays Warner, having a cup of tea, or I'm doing the occasional email, 1 or 2, because we get a break of 20 minutes. But I always allow myself 5 minutes prior to going on, because what I don't like is when you've had a cuppa or you're talking to somebody backstage and then you're straight on curtain up. But I always give myself 5 minutes to just breathe and then go on for Act 2. What is the most random question you have ever been asked in an interview, and what is the one you're most fed up of? The questions I'm probably most fed up of is questions about my personal life, because I'm always happy to talk about my family and my daughter Betsy as well, but sometimes it can go on for too long, and I actually enjoy having topics of conversation and speaking about other things as well. So sometimes I get fed up with that, but generally the most random question, what's the random question I've been asked? It's got to be a loincloth thing probably, from 5 years ago. I still get the odd loincloth questions. It's been 5-6 years now. Do you still wear your loincloth around the house at home? No, I don't. Aside from the show winning Best Musical for the Olivier's, that speaks for itself really. It's just a good night out. It's fun. It's campus Christmas, but at the same time it's got a great script. It's really well written. There's some hilarious moments, like there's a big number called Gay or European in Act 2, and it's so witty and clever, and the book and the music. I mean, for me it's definitely the kind of most challenging role that I played in a musical in terms of the music and the words. So but yeah, overall it's just a fun night out, and it goes so quick as well. I mean, you're on this train from start to finish, and lots of great characters and great songs, so I'd come and see it again, definitely.